Lethal Company's been in early access for almost a year, but this wasn't always the plan. My name is Grim, and today I'll be talking about what we know regarding the future of Lethal Company. As always, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. So to start off, Zeekerss initially intended for Lethal Company to be in early access for 6 months. This is the amount of time Zeekerss planned to have the game finished in. However, fast forwarding to the present, we know this was not the case. The reasons as to why Lethal Company has been in early access for longer than they expected may range from life-changing events such as the explosive popularity of Lethal Company along with heightened expectations for the game, to something commonly experienced like burnout. While we won't know the exact reasons, we do know that burnout is one of the main reasons Zeekerss takes breaks from working on Lethal Company. So what's next for Lethal Company? Zeekerss is taking a break from working on Lethal Company, according to a recent Patreon post that states, "Hello, I'm just talking about Welcome to the Dark Place today. Part of why I want to talk about it is because I'm trying to make Welcome to the Dark Place my main focus, and maybe talking about it obsessively here will help me fixate on it. Since Lethal Company is no longer an option for now, I had to spend time to adjust, and it was pretty depressing for a few days." Now that we know Lethal Company not to be Zeekerss' main focus, but rather his unreleased game called Welcome to the Dark Place, why is it that they say it is no longer an option? A currently public Patreon post titled Conflicted Undecided Many Options answers this question, where Zeekerss talks about how they might want to get an ending for the game, but they don't know the direction to take it, quoting, "For Lethal Company, I still have not been able to think of a proper ending, and my desire to create an ending is becoming desperate. I will soon reach an impasse. I've brought this up to friends and family, and no one has been able to give me a light bulb. There are many possible endings that seem obvious and may have fun gameplay, but they don't make sense, or they aren't the story I want to tell. Then there are directions to take the story that are very compelling, but they are incomplete and ultimately lead back to the same place. I feel like I've created a paradoxical problem for myself to solve, and I'm digging my heels in until I do the impossible." Back to the present, we know that Zeekerss is taking a break from Lethal Company. This is mainly due to the fact that they've stagnated on ideas on how to approach an ending for the game. Zeekerss will likely do some brainstorming up until the point they come up with an idea for the game, since in the meantime they'll be working on Welcome to the Dark Place. This leads me to another question. When will Zeekerss return to Lethal Company? Back in August the 26th, Zeekerss sent an announcement in their Discord server that says, "Welcome to the Dark Place could potentially be ready by October or closer to Halloween." By this estimate, I think we could see Zeekerss returning to Lethal Company in November and possibly having another massive update in December to January. This is assuming Zeekerss keeps the same momentum that they had when developing version 60. Another thing I wanted to touch on is whether or not Zeekerss should get help for developing Lethal Company's ending. While I understand that working with others might change the vision that they have, ultimately Zeekerss is the one to make the decisions, or call the shots, so to speak. There are tons of fans of Lethal Company that have experience with working on various aspects of game development, and just taking a glance at the pre-existing mods for Lethal Company, such as Biodiversity, Code Rebirth, Surfaced, and so many more, it's easy to see that there are skilled individuals that have made amazing mods and are big fans of the game. Also, something else I would like to talk about is that we don't know whether or not Lethal Company's quote-unquote ending would actually be the end of any more updates. I do believe that the game has so much more potential for building upon pre-existing content, as well as adding new content. I could see there being new interiors or items that help in explaining the existence of jesters, as well as the other monsters in the game. Anyways, this will be all for the video. Consider leaving a like, subscribing, and make sure to comment your thoughts below. I'm very excited to see what you all have to say. Check out my video where I talk about a potential new underwater interior for Lethal Company, and I'll see you all next time.